Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Melanie Dean. I'm a psychologist, a scientist, and a Hay House author of the book, The Hidden Power of Emotions. And you're listening to the Wave Maker podcast, where we explore how your emotions are real energy waves that are more powerful than you think. And so are you. When you learn how to tap the power of your emotions, you can attract everything in life that you want. It's not just positive thinking, it's science, and I will show you how. Hello, I'm Dr. Melanie Dean, and today I would like to talk about how to clear the emotional blocks to money. So you might wonder again why I'm honing in on emotional power patterns in terms of attracting that which you want. So your emotions are actual real energy. You've heard of some of these emotional energy, which you might have heard of. Adrenaline is a real molecule of energy that your body creates when you are afraid and in danger. Your body creates feel-good molecules, dopamine and serotonin inside of you that are created in times of calm and peace and happiness. Oxytocin is a molecule your body creates when there are feelings of love and caring and compassion. And inside the tiniest parts inside these real pieces of energy that are created when you have emotions are waves of energy that actually leave your body. And those waves of energy are at work in the world seeking a match. And each emotion creates a different wave pattern. And again, those waves of energy are out there actively sniffing and seeking like energy to connect with. So this is real energy at work in the world. And what you are needing to do in being able to clear your emotional blocks for getting that which you want in your life is to be able to set forth powerful emotions that actually will sync and connect you with that which you desire. So you want to have clarity on what you want, be able to feel an eagerness and a hopefulness for that. The energy wave pattern associated with feeling clear and hopeful and eager for that which you want is a wave pattern that is smooth and evenly, predictably spaced. Now that energy wave pattern, because it's predictably spaced and it's smooth and it's even, can easily find a match with other similar energy out in the energy field. And when it finds that match, it gives you a ping of recognition, gives you a ping of, this is a connection that matches what you're wanting. It matches the desire that you have. If you stay stuck in an old belief that perhaps you don't deserve financial ease and abundance, or you're resentful or angry about your circumstances and you say stuck there, those anger, resentment, don't deserve, don't feel like you can get behind an eager, hopeful vision, that is emotional energy that is has a wave pattern, more jagged, more sharp, unpredictably spaced. That energy can sync with other energy in the energy field. Not as easy because it's an unpredictable, jagged, sharp wave pattern. But I'm not sure you want that sync, because what is that going to do? That's going to say, here's some opportunities to bring you more resentment or more anger or more you don't deserve. And you're going to feel drawn to those opportunities because they are there and you're feeling like, that's a match with that energy, which you probably don't want. So my encouragement to you is to allow yourself to really unblock the old patterns that no longer serve you and to allow the powerful emotional energy that you have to get in sync to allow the flow of financial abundance in your life. So I'd like to share with you a story of selling my business. And you think, well, I don't know, that doesn't pertain to me. I don't have a business to sell. But I want you to listen because this story illustrates how manifesting works, how attracting what you desire in your life works. And I'm going to kind of call out the 3 steps that were at play here. So, the 3 steps that I want you to just pay attention to in this example are: 1, having clarity for that which you really desire, and 2, being able to feel eager and hopeful for it, and 3, tuning into your intuitive, wise guidance step by step. And the step by step is important because the achievement of our dreams, attracting that which we want in our life, is a step by step process. We make one decision, followed by another decision, followed by another decision. And what you want is to be able to be making decisions one after the other and taking steps one after the other that ultimately fulfill that desire of yours. You want to know which opportunities are heading in that direction that you should pursue. So when I had my business and I had started a business. I'm a psychologist by training, and I had started a business in creating materials for psychologists and psychiatrists. And at first, my business was just lots of hard work, and I didn't earn any money. And then gradually, I began to really tune in to the ideas and hunches and nudges about how to proceed. And I really had my quiet time every day. I was used to that. And I would really just feel calm clarity on which ideas to pursue. And as I did that, I ended up growing a very successful business. And in the midst of this successful business, I had a lot of frustrations and it was a lot of hard work. And I was missing out on time with my young children. So, as the business is growing and I'm working very hard, I'm feeling resentful at missing time with my children. I'm feeling frustrated at having to pick up the slack for employees that are not available for sickness or vacation or life events. And as business owner, then I pick up the slack. And all of that, I would feel anger and frustration at times. And then I have my morning quiet time, and I just feel so frustrated that sometimes it was hard to calm down. But when I did calm down and let go of the anger and the frustrations, identified them and allowed myself to feel them, and then move on and shift out and ask myself, what do I really want? What is this frustration and anger helping me to identify for what I want in my life? And the answer to that was, I want to sell the business. I want more time with my kids. I don't want to be on the road and traveling and missing so much of my young kids' life. So that was a clarity that then was peaceful, and I felt eager and hopeful about it, even though I had no idea how to pursue this dream. So step 1 was the clearing the frustration and the anger and the resentment maybe about what was going on in my employee's life that heaped more work onto my life, and getting clear about what does that mean for me? What do I want for myself? And that clarity of selling the business, then I had no idea how to pursue that, but I kind of began to feel eager and hopeful for it. And each day in my quiet time, I would envision that. I would envision selling the business. And over time, I even got to the point where I felt clear about how much money I wanted for the business. And then I had no idea how to pursue this desire of mine to sell it, so I read books and I educated myself. And every day, in decisions that I would make along the way, I had to make a myriad of business decisions. I made those in keeping with this goal of mine. And in my quiet time, I would feel the peacefulness and the inner knowing about which decisions were leading me in that direction, were a match, were a feeling of inner knowing and aha, yeah, that's the right way to go. So all of a sudden then, this was, I say all of a sudden, because I had been working this dream of mine for about 3 years. And all of a sudden, opportunities were coming and inquiries were coming about whether I would be interested in selling my business. And at first, I went into some quiet space and I said, no, not yet. There was like a quiet knowing there's some opportunities out here. But when I checked inside, it was a not yet. So I just continued to work the business, but it fueled my eagerness and hopefulness that this desire of mine could come true. And about a year later, some very serious inquiries came, and I was shocked by them because I had no idea how these people even found out about my business. And this time my inner guidance was yes. And so the business sold in a very kind of miraculous way in which I never could have predicted myself. And I ended up with the exact amount of money in the bank that I had been envisioning. So it was after that then that I had the question, could I do that again? Was there something scientifically real? So the answer is yes, I can do it again. You can do it. There is something scientifically real in the clarity, the emotion of clarity for that which we want. In the eagerness and the hopefulness of the energy that goes out that produces this smooth, even wave that allows you then to have energy at work for you in the energy field that can sync. And you're then the third step of tuning to your intuitive guidance for knowing which opportunities are yours. So your 3 steps, let me just give you some examples of some people that I know of that have put these steps to use and have created abundance in their life in ways that maybe are a little bit more relatable than me selling a business. And so there's a friend of mine, Susan, who had an emotional pattern of resentment in that she had worked hard all her life and assumed that she was in a financial position to retire without having to work again. She enjoyed friendships and she's extroverted and she really enjoyed having time with friends and fun with friends. And she, when she found she was in a position of needing more money and that was clear, she had a lot of resentment about that. So when she allowed herself to own that resentment, move through it, identify that as a blockage to her having the financial ease that she wanted in order to pursue friendships and fun, then she could get clear. She could get calm and clear. Well, I do want more financial ease in my life, more money for some fun and adventures with friends. She's very extroverted with her friends. And then she found a way to get clear about being okay with the job. So somehow in her internal guidance of feeling eager and hopeful, she also found some peacefulness that said, you know, I can do a job. It doesn't have to be terrible. So then one nudge after another led her to apply to a particular job that she ended up enjoying so much because she ended up enjoying the people and she found new friends and then she found friends to vacation with. So in the end, she got the financial ease she desired and she got the fulfillment of adventure and fun and friendships. So there's another friend of mine named Carol, and Carol had a change in life circumstances. The abundance that was present in her family through her husband, there were a change of circumstances, and so she no longer had that. And so she really felt lost. She didn't have clarity. She felt very confused. She had some shame and guilt that she didn't have her own abundance to rely upon, her own financial means to rely upon. And so she had to kind of unpack emotional patterns that no longer served her. And when she unpacked those and identified those, then she could get in touch with some ideas and some intuitive pings and ideas of inspiration about how to proceed. She always had a love for creating skincare products. So she had some nudges to pursue that. And so she created some products and advertised them first among her friends. And then, as she was able to sell these wonderful products to her friends, she gradually had more money and could market and make her products known to a wider audience, which created more flow of money. So there are a myriad of ways in which your guidance can lead you to creating um, uh, to meeting the needs that you desire, that you have in your life. And I'll conclude with another friend who had emotional blockages of feeling that it was selfish and she didn't deserve to want more financial ease and abundance and money for good things in her life, that she really felt that other people had it worse than her and she had a good life and it would be selfish to wish for more. And yet, she really desired to have more meaningful contributions and to give to others. And she didn't really have the financial means to volunteer as much as she would like to volunteer. And she didn't have the financial means to give financially in ways that she wanted to others. So her goal and desire for meaningful contributions to others wasn't being met. So, as she identified her emotional blockages and she allowed herself to know those and release those, she also allowed then herself to know that with more financial abundance flowing through her life, she could achieve the goals of giving to others and having meaningful contributions to other people. So, as she got to that place and she could feel eager and hopeful about having meaningful engagement in giving to others, she had in her intuitive guidance inspiration and ideas for a particular organization to volunteer for that she really felt a passion for. And she knew she had kind of some knowing inside of her, just volunteer there and hang out there volunteering. And there was a little knowing in her that when a job opportunity opened up, she would be known and in a position to move into that job opportunity. And that worked. So she ended up moving into a part-time job at the place she volunteered with and has ended up with a money flow that feels good to her and meaningful contribution to others that also feels good to her. So, your desire for that which you want in your life, you have fun and adventure and financial ease and abundance and contributing to others, all of those desires can be met when you allow yourself to identify and clear the old emotional patterns that no longer serve you, and to then feel clear for what you want, feel the eagerness and hopefulness for what you want, and then tune into your ideas and nudges, hunches, and inner intuitive knowing for which steps are right for you. So, step one and step two of achieving your goals and your dreams, having clarity for that which you want, and feeling eager and hopeful for it, requires really identifying your emotional power patterns and using your strengths and releasing the power patterns that no longer serve you. I have lots of resources on my website that can help you in this journey, so check out other podcasts. Soon I will be offering an emotional power pattern quiz that will help you identify both your strengths and your emotional zappers that can get in the way. And I have e-courses and webinars, and so check out all the resources on my website at melaniedean.com. So I can help you along in your journey of achieving your goals and your dreams and your desires. So here's to shifting your emotions and living your most powerful life. That's all for today's Wavemaker podcast. Thank you for listening. I have so much more to share with you, so be sure to tune in next month. And remember, go to my website, www.melaniedean.com, and join our free Wavemaker community, where you will receive even more science-backed advice for unlocking your emotional power.